Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. This episode we're going to take all of France and Italy in one big war, which I'm going to declare right now. So let's raise our armies. And brilliant. That's the French army, I believe. Yes, not the French Revolt army. So we'll land in Rouen, a bit away from them, so we can regain our morale after the landing. And let's see who we've got in command here. So our organiser, this is a brilliant defensive expert, plus 78 defence. He'll definitely be holding the centre for us. We could appoint the Prince of Italy that we're pushing this claim to be one of our commanders. They're very good, but if they die, that'll invalidate our claim. So we're actually going to get our son on here to take the left flank, and we will take up the right flank. We have lower martial, but we actually have better bonuses to our troops because we are so experienced in the war focus. Now we can put our siege leader into play. He's not a very competent marshal in general, but that siege bonus is going to be brilliant for when we're out of combat. We are going to annoy religious authorities in order to protect our court chaplain, because he is a loyalist. We have now forgiven him for joining a plot to murder our son and for embezzling funds on the council. But a loyalist vote's a loyalist vote. Now this vassal in East Anglia, who was loyal during the major revolt of episode 11, is trying to intercede on behalf of their kinsman, who is in the oubliette waiting to die and having gone insane from solitary confinement. Unfortunately, we're going to diplomatically explain why we cannot release them. If we released them, we would have all sorts of disloyal vassals scattered throughout our realm. As it is, we've been able to install many vassals who absolutely love us by that reshuffling. And the plus 15 bonus to all of our remaining vassals for having crushed a major revolt. And I've described this guy as a fatherly tutor. There we are, teaching the ways of his Order of St. Benedict, his diplomatic monastic order, to his daughter here, leaving her off with a good education. And so that's important because she will become, and marriage is about to go through then, she's going to become the Queen of France. In just a second, actually. We'll wait for him to request the marriage, because that will give us a +5 bonus for having accepted the marriage. And there we are. We now have the Queen of France locked in. One of the magics of CK2 is that you can teleport commanders and pull a big old switcheroo. And there we are. France knocked out again. And you can have back your siege man. Visiting the monastery at which my order has convened this time, I join my fellow lay members in dutifully performing all the tasks required of us. In the evening, after the day's hard work, the abbot gathers all of the visiting lay members and reveals the monastery's great treasure, a great relic that is safeguarded here for many generations. We're definitely not going to start planning theft of the fragment of the True Cross. Yes, we have an ambition to create a treasury, but we gained that ambition by being inspired by them granting us this artifact, this finger bone. We're not. There's no suggestion he's a deceitful, cunning person. Instead, he's gregarious, so he's going to throw a party. Why can't you have parties in war? I mean, we're making so much money, it really doesn't matter that we're at war at all. And brilliant! That went amazing. We became a greater diplomat, and we greatly enhanced our order's abilities. And 99%, but it's not capped. We're just waiting for another siege, and there we are. A brilliant victory over France. And now we have The French king married matrilineally to our cousin, with already an heir of our dynasty. Perfect. A brilliantly competent martial ruler rather than that child who was leading France before. They also have well enough troops to crush this revolt on their own. So we're going to start moving the bulk of our army down. Italy has tried to land some troops in their capital, but they're just slowly dying off. So we'll move these troops down into Italy, which is already a lot of wars. It's actually at war with Leon at the moment. It's mostly because the leader was excommunicated. Mostly because the king is excommunicated. And we're not actually at war with this French revolt. It is up to our claimant that we've just placed in charge to win this himself, because this is now an internal vassal matter. So actually, we're going to bring all of our armies down. Oh well, I went a bit fast there. But that should be fine. They do have a mountain defensive bonus, which is unfortunate. These commanders are extremely competent though, so it's actually possible we still win this against their greater numbers on a mountain defending. Yes, I should have kept these forces close together. That was a major misplay, but I think it'll be fine. And lovely Genoa here. It's a nice juicy coastal province, lots of supply, and also because it's a merchant republic, its top level holding is a city, so that's an easy take. So after having taken that, we're just going to move straight on to their capital, rather than sieging down their castle there. That also conveniently gets us out of this plague, because their capital is not affected yet. What is this plague? Oh, it does affect the capital as well. Smallpox, oh that's quite nasty. Camp fever ravaging them as well. A swarm of Aquitanians have decided that they would like the Kingdom of Aquitaine to be independent. Well, that's rather inconvenient. I think we'll finish taking this capital and then we'll go over and knock those out. And more roses. I think we've seen some red and yellow roses going on before in this society, but someone else has made a different composition of them, maybe a different scent going to accompany it. Of course, we will visit. We did so last time, we showed our enthusiasm. And we will help out, we're humble, we're not above that. Now we didn't call Gascon into this war, our ally down here. We did that before we had a few more troops from the consolidation going on. And yes, France's capital is up in the top of Scotland, technically. Unfortunately, he's just been declared on by the Umayyad Empire. Not only now that we're expanding south into Europe, are we going to have to deal with, because we now actually share a border with the Umayyads. Not only are we now fending off the Denmark, you can see the Joms Vikings, the Norse here have hugely expanded into Europe. They are actually now the size of the Kingdom of Leon themselves in terms of their armies. Not only are we defending against the Norse scourge into Europe, we're also dealing with an Umayyad invasion from the south. So it is absolutely vital that we do consolidate these lands to be a single ruler powerful enough. And I believe that was our claimant's mother dying there. So if we go to Ross, yes, Ross now has a claim on Leon and Galicia, so that did work. Unfortunately, those are only weak claims. So it won't work until he is old enough that he goes into a regency because he becomes incapable. Or if we get a couple of deaths, so it passes to a child. And amazing, this guy has found the hand of a saint. So we are going to ensure that he is suitably rewarded. So now not only do we have the finger bone of a saint, we also have the hand of a saint. That's pretty cool. And it will guide our hand in battle apparently. An extra 5% personal combat skill. Well, that's nice. Okay, so Italy is about to charge down into there. And brilliant, that's how the battle should be going. Unfortunately, our armies are being attritioned down by Italy, by the work in Italy faster than these rebels are being knocked down. How fast is their war score going up? They don't seem to be getting any ticking war score yet. I think once we've won this war in Italy, we will sort of reorganise our troops, re-raise them, and bring them down to a new block. The plague is causing a lot of damage here, and that's also some more attrition for us. So actually, I'm going to pull my armies back a bit. Parma's mountainous as well, which is increasing our attrition. Okay, less close than those previous battles. That's very good. And by having just played very aggressively there, we maybe a bit riskily, we have taken the Kingdom of Italy, which also will have its capital up in around a Scottish place, I believe. Oh no, where's their capital gone? I have made a very major mistake. Right, our claimant for France. Sitting here, up in Buchan, very sad. A big oopsie, one might call it. Right. I pushed the wrong claimant on France, which means now this person holds both kingdoms. That's actually a terrible idea, because if we gave him both kingdoms, he would be way stronger than us and would 100% just revolt and kill us. Is there Gavelkind at least? Gavelkind? Gavelkind. Okay. What we need to happen is for this person to have a second child and then kill them. Kill them fast. Because otherwise, this person is more powerful than us. In fact, even including the support of all our other vassals, they are already more powerful than us. Because they hold both France and Italy personally. So we have 3 crises. We have the internal crisis of the King of France and Italy, entirely of his own making. We have the crisis of the Umayyads, and we have the crisis of the Norse. Particularly the Oms Vikings and... Ooh, Denmark. Oh, Denmark's been knocked out a bit. As in, they're led by Charles. They're currently just slightly weaker than us, actually. We have actually got to the point of surpassing Denmark, which is a great milestone. Yeah, that's it, kids. One thing we could try is doubling down, and that's what we're going to do, because we are ambitious. So 100% we are just going to double down. By that I mean just take more land. You can't have one super powerful vassal that overpowers you if you have enough super powerful vassals. So what we're just going to do is we just gotta take more of Europe, urgently. Subscribe for next episode, where we're going to have to work around the unified entire Muslim world, remainder of Christian Europe, and all of the Norse. We're on 93% fret.